hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy,
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, 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 hustling.
Welcome back to the Matrix. You're not just in the Matrix, you are the Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today we have a banger daily market news and analysis. So without any further ado, let's bring the action. All right, what up? Taking a look at the NASDAQ right now. Your boy, motherfucking Dudo. Bro, you're a Browns fan, my favorite influencer. Phantom, Algo, Shiba, Pepe. What's up with Coinbase Wallet? Went. Got a message to connect with your Twitter account. Listen, I did not get that. Just go with your gut. You know, whatever your gut's telling you. If your gut's saying like, hey, I wouldn't do that. I would close out the app and contact customer support. Don't click on any suspicious links. XRP to 50 cents. We'll take a look at the charts. Let's get the music going. There we go. You talked about diversifying during the bull run rather than before it. Is that not too late? I don't think the bull run's here yet. I don't think the bull run is here yet. Any thoughts on DNX? Thanks. Oh, okay. So you're asking, like, is it not too late? No, it's not. And the reason is because, okay, I see what you're asking. Because if you were to base it off of history, which is all that you can base it off of, Bitcoin was like the mover until you got into like here. Okay, so in the prior bull run, nothing was really like moving. Bitcoin had all of the gains up until like this moment right here. And then from here to here, when Bitcoin already went up from the C19 crash, when it already went up a 9x, then this last little, 50% to the upside, where everyone was screaming 100K, that's when all the altcoins went crazy. So when the bull run first starts, Bitcoin's going to be the biggest winner. Until like towards the end of the bull run is when everything else is going to start going crazy. He says, how do you diversify during the bull run? Still got banned in TikTok. Yeah, TikTok's on some nonsense. If you're following me on TikTok, make sure you follow me on YouTube. I've never had a video get taken down on YouTube that I didn't deserve. I streamed the Logan Paul fight once, and that got taken down, but that's like a clear, you can't do that. But I've never had a video taken down on YouTube that I didn't deserve. TikTok, they take my stuff down at least like once a week. It's really annoying, constantly getting strikes over there. And I'm just trying to help you guys. So I don't know what TikTok deal is. Again, YouTube, never had a video taken down that I did not deserve. He says, how do you diversify during the bull run? How you diversify is you take profits and you roll it over. So like, let's say I get let's call it a 7x on Bitcoin. I would take like some of that and put it into other coins that haven't ripped yet. Could you check RIO? Yeah, I got you. I'll get into your guys' coins after I do the sort of morning analysis. Whoops. All right, so today is August 3rd. We are a few days after the full moon. We're still in that sort of energy, and we will still be here for the next couple of days. Okay, we will still be here for the next couple of days. That being said, it looks like now we had this wick right here down to 28.5. I said a back test of 28.5 was necessary. I said that like over 10 days ago at this point now. Now we had the touch, but are we going to get the body close? If we break below this, if we get a body close below this green moving average, all signs would indicate that we are going to probably touch the 28,000 range, but body close, fill out the complete wick right here of 28,500. Now, a lot of people will think that this could be a breakdown, and there's possibility that it still is. However, because where we're at in the market, this to me, my gut is telling me that this is a fake out. We're going to come down here, touch, grab some liquidity before making our next leg higher. 27K might drop lower. Because Quant looks really good. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to put this out on my Discord later, but I'll just say Quant looks really good. This was a breakout higher than the previous high, and we're now back testing. We're now back testing the prior support. So Quant looks really good. We'll see. Now, I did have a downside target for Quant of like $77. So if we break below $95, it's going to go down there. But if this holds, this is just a normal back test. DXY, same thing, testing. Like when all signs on the full moon right now, okay, like if you just look at it straight up and not open-mindedly, all signs point like, oh, we're touching this 55. We're going to rip for the DXY. The DXY measures the strength of the US dollar compared to the other nonsense fiat currencies. When this thing goes up, Bitcoin goes down. When this thing goes down, Bitcoin goes up. That's it. So this looks like a breakout. Bitcoin looks like a breakdown. Gold also, but this is the weird part. Gold is actually breaking down. And gold is another one. When gold goes down, Bitcoin goes up. So we have a divergence in the market. And then if we look at the NASDAQ, same thing. It looks like a breakdown, but actually it's not a breakdown yet, because you would want this is the top of the body. You would want this below 15,400. It's on top of it right now. So why I'm putting in quotations is because we're still in the full moon energy. And typically you have like a little fake out or a little shakeout before getting into the next level of the energy. So I anticipate like one last little spring. Grabbing some liquidity down here before going to the next leg higher. I've laid out scenarios where we could go into the 25K range for Bitcoin, but what it looks like to me is we're going to grab some liquidity down here at 28.5, maybe 28, before going to the next leg higher. We're still in the full moon energy, which is the bearish time frame. Any airdrop suggestion, boss? No, I don't. I don't have any airdrops. Any thoughts on DNX? Thanks. We'll take a look at it. So it's interesting though that gold is breaking down. Like this looks like a confirmed breakdown. We'll see if we find support here at 1900 for gold. But this is interesting, because you're getting DXY breaking up and gold breaking down. One of these is not correct. One of these is not telling the right story. If I had to guess, it would be the DXY, which measures the US dollar. because we're just in a downtrend. And we haven't broken above the previous high back here at 103. And you could really classify it at 104. So this is a divergence. One of these is not telling the correct story. Is it gold or is it the dollar? One of them is lying right now. If gold's the one that's lying, then that would be a breakdown for Bitcoin. We'll get the answer probably in the next week or so. We're going to get the answer on which one is not telling the truth. Taking a look at the Dow Jones. See if we get any more clues here. See, the Dow Jones looks way stronger. This just looks like a normal red candle. After, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 straight green candles. It's normal to have a red candle. It would actually even be normal to backtest this 21 moving average on the Dow Jones before going higher, as we've done in the past. The previous, we had, wow. Yeah, these are like the full moons right here. That's hilarious. This was literally the new moon. So prior, we would backtest this 21 moving average. That wouldn't be weird for the Dow Jones. Why am I talking about the Dow Jones? I'm talking about the Dow Jones because Bitcoin has never. Everyone wants to talk about 7-year cycles, 4-year cycles. The Bitcoin halving. All this. The fact is, Bitcoin has never had an all-time high without also the Dow Jones breaking a new all-time high. And it's much closer to a breakout on this thing than it is the Bitcoin halving. Every time, like the Bitcoin halving, the first time it was like, 90 days after we went into new all-time highs. 2 super moons this month. Yeah, that's right. A blue moon. It was like 90 days. And then the second halving, it was like, 180 days. And then the other one, it was like 300 days. And last time it was like 400 days after the halving before going parabolic. But the thing is, like, every time the Dow Jones has made a new all-time high, it's been within 60 days. So is it trading off of the Bitcoin halving? Or, in fact, is it actually trading with the Dow Jones? Because what you'll notice is, like, on the halving, just like Litecoin, like, nothing happens. I hold a few coins that have had a halving, and nothing has happened. I've held Ravencoin on a halving, nothing happened. I've held Flux on a halving, nothing happened. Chia, nothing happened. Litecoin, nothing happened. So really, for my money, this is the true, like, what you need to be paying attention to. DXY, Dow Jones, gold. These are what's really going to give you the keys to the castle. All right, let's take a look at XDC, because XDC is absolutely just running right now. Just running. And nice sight for sore eyes. This pulse pumped back into the top 100 and Hex is getting a little bounce. Devin, have you been accumulating? I never stopped. I've been accumulating since I buy every week. I dollar cost average. Part of what I dollar cost average is USDT and USDC. And then I take that and I buy some dips. But I buy every single week. I have been accumulating heavy since back here. Since the prior 30,000, I have accumulated all of this. Buy Hex. Can't tell you what to do. I know that nothing goes down in a straight line forever. And even if something is completely dead, which is it completely dead? Are the allegations true for Hex? I don't know. But let's just pretend that Hex was on this cliff right here. Right? And then you have Hex just kind of... Let's make it pink. Yeah, Hex just kind of marching along here. And then it completely falls off a cliff, right? Let's say it's literally dead. It will bounce. Even if it is absolutely dead, it's gonna bounce. Before like being like actually dead. Now, is it dead? I don't know. Are the allegations true? The justice system will figure that out. But whether they're true or not, this is gonna happen. All right, let's look at XDC. Let me clean up my chart. Wait, I think you could just like double click it. No. Damn. How many projects do you DCA into every week? About 10. Realistically, like 4 is 70% of my portfolio. Your mom says, I want to start immediately. Could you give some guidance on how to accumulate, just buy every week? Yes, the very best strategy. The very best strategy for the average Joe is going to be buy a little bit of cryptocurrency each and every week. Whether it's $10 a week, $50 a week, $100 a week. Everybody's situation is differently. But cut back on the Starbucks coffee. Here's an easy thing that you can do. Stop going to Starbucks. The average millennial spends $3,000 at Starbucks per year. Make your own coffee and invest the difference. That's an easy thing that you could do. But just buy a little bit each and every week. A lot of the exchanges like Uphold, Binance, Coinbase, they have auto buys on there. So you can set up reoccurring buys, which is what I do. So like you want to take the decision out of your hands because things will, at some point, things will be scary. At some point, things are going to get scary. And if you take the decision out of your hand, like, hey, it's just coming out. That's the best thing to do. Richard says, you like any particular cryptos for the bull run? Cheers. I do. I have my top 4 are Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Quant. Phantom, Algo, Shib, Luna, please. So true, bro. Save up and DCA into... That's right. I'll get into you guys' coins after we look at the market. Don't worry. About cha-ching. All right, let's look at XDC because that is the title of the video. XDC is pumping. Will Bitcoin dominance go up? So the thing about Bitcoin dominance, right now we're sitting at 48.6%. It's actually dropped a little bit. I think it was in the 50s. So the previous bull runs, Bitcoin dominance got like in the 70s and 80s. Okay. And you would think that, like, hey, it's just gonna get to the 70s and 80s again. Richard, thank you for the follow, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
And you would think it's just gonna get to that level again. But the thing is, in the prior bull runs, there was not, like, there was USDT and there was USDC. However, there was not $26 billion and $83 billion sitting on USDC. So, and the same thing is true, like Ethereum wasn't like a stable cryptocurrency, and Tether certainly wasn't, and USDC certainly wasn't. So in the prior bear markets, Bitcoin was like the safe play. So where 50% to me, when you factor in Ethereum, Tether, now XRP as well, and USDC coin, is like the old 70%. It's the 70% of old. So it's pretty high right now. XRP news update. The only real update is it looks like the SEC is going to appeal. Also, someone hacked one of the XRP lawyer's Twitter account, so don't click on any links from him. Josh Crypto says, one last bull run. How much zero can be deleted by a meme coin? Like, just a normal bull run? I don't know what you're asking. Would you clarify your question, please? The SEC is going to appeal. That's what it looks like. But I don't know. Like, that's the SEC strategy. Their strategy is to just make it an ant war. But XRP's already won. So the ball is not. It's not an uphill battle like it was. It's now their job to unequivocally prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt. And the reason that they have to appeal, the thing is, like, they have to appeal because if they don't appeal, it gives all the other cryptocurrencies a leg to stand on, because they could just refer to the XRP case, and it's going to expedite the other cases. Says, dude, it's a bloodbath out here right now. We might see 27K Bitcoin. A lot of fun. I hope so. I said I'm looking for opportunities to accumulate more. 27K. Anything under 29K to me for Bitcoin right now is a really good price. Especially when you think about it relatively. Like, when Bitcoin goes to 138K or $207,000, which is my, like, medium and big parabolic price predictions for Bitcoin. Will it matter if you got Bitcoin at 26,000, 25,000, 29,000, 31,000, 18,000, 19,000? Is it going to matter? No, it will not. Is the threat of a settlement banging? So Dr. B, I just think it's a hold on. I think it's a necessary move by the SEC. for them to appeal, because if they don't appeal all the other coins that they are trying to go against, it will give them a leg to stand on that they don't currently have. So they have to, whoops, god damn it, they have to strategically, they need to appeal. There we go. Shorts are making money right now. That's true. For now. Until they don't. You can make money on the upside and you can make money on the downside. When Bitcoin was at 30,500, I called for a 28,500 Bitcoin. Just 10 short days ago. Fucking damn it. All right. So, 2 rejections for XDC on the 382 here. And some like nasty Lambo wick candles, 3 in a row. Getting higher and higher, but what you see is like the wicks of these are rejecting off of the 382. So it looks like we're gravitating to the 382 structurally, which would be 8.6 cents. Now we'll see if we get rejected there. This is a likely rejection spot. It doesn't mean that it necessarily needs to get rejected there. It doesn't mean that it won't go to the 0.5 at 10 cents, but the 382 is a spot where things tend to get rejected, especially because the RSI is in the 90s. This is like very high. Let's see, like when was it above 90? It was at 92. Okay, so 96 is the highest that it's ever been in its history. The second highest is 94. And we're at 90. So this is going to cool off. The question is for how long and how far. But it will cool off at some point. My guess would be at the 382. Come back test the 236 at 6 cents would be a very healthy move to see. Almost similar to what you're seeing from XRP. XRP did the same thing. Came up to the 382. And back tested the 236, as you can see. Rocketed all the way past the 236, and now is back testing the 236. Turbo just got listed on Uphold. Looks like a nice gamble. All right. With that, let's how low you see Bitcoin going? 28.5, like filling that out. So we wick down to 28.5, but a lot of times with wicks, like you have to fill this out. So filling out 28.5, maybe even touching 28 at the 236, big level of support at the 236, which is 28,000. Now today, 3 days ago was the full moon. We are in this sort of bearish energy for the next couple of days. I anticipate a change of energy within the next week or so. So any dips are going to be short-lived. And I've said this multiple times on the stream, but just clearly you can see a clear uptrend, right? This is the opposite of what it was last year. Last year, it looked like this. It was a clear downtrend. It was a clear downtrend. And all of the ups were sideways, grueling and up, and big moves down. Sideways, grueling and up, big moves down. Sideways, grueling and up, big moves down. Sideways, grueling and up, big moves down. Where this year is the complete opposite. Big moves up, sideways, grueling down. Big moves up, sideways, grueling down. Big moves up, sideways, grueling and down. So while any gains last year were short-lived and it was a lot of pain, this year is the opposite. Any pain is going to be short-lived, and the moves are going to be quick, much quicker than they were last year, to the upside. Can you do Adam, bro? I got you. Cheers, Richard. Richard. Danny says, is there a way to transfer XDC from Uphold to Ledger yet? There's not. I mean, you could do it, but it's really Ethereum. The best thing to do is Exodus. Exodus, in my opinion, is the best wallet for... is it Exodus? Let me double check that. Yeah, Exodus is the best wallet for XDC, in my opinion. And they're free. So, there you go. It's like Trust Wallet. I think Trust Wallet you can do too, but Exodus, Trust Wallet, MetaMask, they're all kind of the same. They're all kind of the same. All right, let's get into your guys' coins. So I know we had Tech World was first with Phantom. Put ICP on there. You think Turbo can pump? I don't know anything about Turbo. We can look at it though. DNX. Algo. Rio. Shib. Aptos. Luna. Bio and BTT. Alright, let's get into some of these. Phantom. Phantom. Cross the downside well under the 200 moving average here for Phantom. Pretty critical level of support here. This needs to hold. Downside targets, you could be looking at testing this wick down here at 21 cents. Upside targets is going to be testing the 21 moving average and then to the 55, which is at 27 cents. Ultimately, you're going to test the 200 again at 38 cents, which is also the automatic rally. Retracement for Phantom 173. Parabolic level is $8.55. All right, ICP. Upside, you're looking to test this 200, $5. Downside, fill out this wick at $3.69. Automatic rally, $11. Retracement, $44. Parabolic, $297. DNX. I don't think I can do that one, bro. DNX. Jacob Bull 88. Give me a different coin. I don't think I can do your DNX one. Is this it right here, actually? Yeah, if this is it, I can't do this either. This is just up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. All right, I'll go. All right, so the thing about Algo is, like, with the case with the SEC, like, we just went through that with XRP and we know what that's like. So it's like there's probably in the medium term better opportunities. In the long term, like, I still believe in Algo, but it's just like the SEC's whole strategy is just to grind this thing into a pulp as long as they possibly can. That's their strategy. It's like an ant warfare. So it's like you get buckled in, you know what I mean? That being said, automatic rally 36 cents. Retracement is 134. There's more likelihood, unless some things with the SEC starts getting sped up, that it's just going to retrace in the next bull run at 133. Maximum retracement is $1.85. Parabolic level is $8.88 for Algo. Big picture, it could still get there. You know, if you just broaden your time frame, like big picture, it could still get there. But like the projects like Hex now and Algo, it's like, get buckled in, bro. You gotta really believe in it. Like we just went through it with XRP. How can XRP from MetaMask on phone be sent to Ledger? Well, if you figure out a way to put it on MetaMask, you need to just get your receive address from your Ledger, your XRP receive address, and then send it like that. That's how you could do it. You could email your receive address or just copy it, whatever. All right, Rio. All right, Rio. We already hit the automatic rally for Rio. Nice little uptrend here. Actually, posturally, Rio looks pretty good. 200 on bottom, 55, and just had a cross the upside, 21, and then the 8. This is like the most bullish posture for the RSI. We're getting a back test to the 8. We'll see if we find support here around the 8 and 21. They're pretty close together. Your next upside target would be testing this prior high at 28 and then even at 39 cents to the automatic rally again. After that, it would be to the 236 at 65 cents. Downside targets, you're looking at testing the 55 at 19 cents. Retracement 137. Parabolic level for Rio is $7 hairs. Lippo, alright, so the way that I understand that you're framing it is your money, your XRP is on MetaMask and you're trying to send it to Ledger. If that's correct, the way that I understand your question, you don't need the MetaMask address. You need the Ledger XRP receive address. And then you're going to hit send from there. Make sure that your XRP on MetaMask is on the XRP network. If it's on the Ethereum network, you got to figure out what network it's on. Do a test amount. Do like $10 or something like that. Do a small amount, but you don't need the MetaMask receive address. You need the Ledger XRP receive address. And the correct way is on the XRP Ledger network, but you need to make sure it's not on a different network than that. All right. Shiba. All right, we're gonna measure this in market cap because I don't want to read all these zeros. All right, listen. I'm gonna tell this in the market cap. What you need to do is you look on your Coinbase or whatever, any of them, it doesn't matter. Where is Shiba? Here it is. So the current market cap is $4.85 billion on Shiba. So that's what we're going to base it off of because it's going to be much easier to read. 4.85. So when it gets to the other prices, that's when you should take action. Not financial advice. But measure Shiba in the market cap. By the way, which is like why, like Shiba is not this like, Shiba is not, it's the 14th ranked coin. It's not a low market cap gem that's gonna 1000x. This is a blue chip. It's top 14. When you remove the stable coins, it's top 10. That being said, the next thing we're going to test the upside is going to be 5.6 billion. Or 16% to the upside. Retracement is 23 billion. Or 4x. And the parabolic level for Shiba is 148 billion. Or a 30x. Downside targets, you'd be looking to back test all of this level right here. At 4.5 billion. When do you predict the bull run in 2025? 2024, it's going to start rocking and rolling. And then 2025, it's going to get crazy. They'll get euphoric again. Do Bone. Way better tokenomics. I got you. Good morning, Ski. Good Morgan. Good Morgan, good Morgan, good Morgan. Did I put BTT? Yeah, I got BTT. All right, next is Aptos, Luna, File, BTT, Bone. I think Luna Classic will hit $1 again. It's possible. It's not likely, though. says, I tried everything you said, but not working. Maybe it could be the XRP is on BNB network in MetaMask. So when I try sending it to Ledger, the only address that shows up is BNB. Thanks anyways. Yeah, that would be the problem. It's not on the correct network. You can message me on Instagram or Twitter, and I can try to help you. But there's a couple of things that you could do. You could just convert it to BNB, send it to like Binance, and then convert it back to XRP and then send it to Ledger. That's one thing you could do. I thought the bull run was meant to start in the middle of this year. No. It was going to retrace this year. Retrace. Everyone thinks the bull run starts on a retracement. Like when you look at sentiment, people think that the bull run is on during a retracement, but it's not. And like I'll show you what that looks like. So here is the prior bull run. Just real quick, easy example, okay? So this is 2017 bull run, 2018 bear market, right? And then you have your 2019 retracement. See that? That's a retracement. A retracement does not make new all-time highs. Okay, so a retracement's like this. You have a little ball, and someone just drops it. They don't throw it. They just drop it, right? So your ball is going to go down. It's going to touch the ground. It's going to bounce 50 to 70%, depending on if it's made out of rubber or whatever it's made out of. We don't know, right? That is the retracement. The thing that people do during this time, though, because I remember during this time, they think that the bull run's back on. And they'll be like, you know, laser eyes and like, oh, I can't believe how rich we're going to be. Like all this sentiment, they think that it's the bull run. They don't think it down here, though. They think it like right here, that it's the bull run. That's what you're going to see from macro sentiment. But this is just a retracement. You can make a lot of money off of this move. But after a retracement, you typically come back down, consolidate before going then off to the next bull run. So that's what I think we're doing right now. Retracement. Bull run, bear market, retracement would bring us to 48K. 42 to 48K. See that? It's the same thing. It's happened multiple times, not just that time either. 2013, same thing. Bull run, retracement. Does that answer your question, James? You think VET will hit $1? My price target for VET is like 97 cents. Realistically, when the price target is $1 for something, it's not going to hit it because there's going to be a huge sell wall. Now, that doesn't mean it can't hit it, but what I'm saying is if the price is actually $1, then the price is actually 88 cents or thereabout, something like that. He says BitKeep wallet has a BNB XRP. What's your opinion on the Richard Hart situation? We'll see like what the dust settles. Like I've said, like I'm considering going long on Hex. My opinion is Gary Gensler is corrupt, even more corrupt. Even if you think that Richard Hart is wrong, Gary Gensler is more corrupt than Richard Hart. At best. At worst, I mean. At worst, Gary Gensler is worse than Richard Hart. At best, it's not true. And through time, it's going to work itself out. So there's your kind of two scenarios. All right, let's continue. Bone Shiba swap to be exact. Thanks. Cheers. I got you. The Bear Market Bully says Gary Gensler was born by poo poo. You hate to see it. Thank you for the TikTok, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
All right. Where was it at here? Aptos. You think Quant can hit 10K long term? Yeah, I do. It's gonna be like a decade for that to happen. Thank you for the lightning bolts, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Do you think Pepe will flip Shib? Will Pepe flip Shib? Where is Pepe? Probably. So Pepe is number 83 at 476 million. Shib is at 4.6 billion. It could happen. Because people are probably bored with Shiba. And that's the thing about like the meme coins, it's not like fundamental. It's just like you know, it's just a shiny object. Engine will flip Solana, probably. I'm out on Solana. I've been out on Solana for like over a year now. You cannot have your main network just going down once a month. Like that's not that's not a project. Yeah, like that's not a project. And Solana was heavily tied with all the FTX coup. Birds of the feather flock together. Apparently they're all just hanging out at the Bahamas, just drinking and partying all day. So I've been out on Solana for a long time. It doesn't mean it won't pump. It probably will pump, but like just big picture, I don't believe in the project. What do you think 88 will do if it wins the case? $8.88. All right, retracement for Aptos, $12.78. Oops. Parabolic level is $53. Can't trust anyone. That's facts. Listen to all, but only believe in yourself. Even me. Luna. Luna. Automatic rally is to the 200 at 000, as in 0.00012. Retracement is 00036. Parabolic 002. What's your risk percentage on playing Hex? Very low. I would keep your stop losses very tight. Potentially, I think it's a pretty easy 2-to-1 risk to reward. Just getting to the 0.5, but it's risky though. Thank you on Luna Classic. No problemo. Please, Caspa. Got you, bro. He says, so you think ADA is potentially a 40x? In the best case scenario, yes. Why do you think Casper and HBAR are still down? Well, Bitcoin is the first mover. Like, Bitcoin's going to go, and then everything else is going to go. So everything's waiting on Bitcoin, including XRP. Every part of the market needs a breakout from Bitcoin to get going. Now, I don't know anything about the Casper inflation, but I know that HBAR's inflation is, it's set up differently than it appears, which is one of the reasons why it hasn't got moving. AI right, AIR you think can hit $1? I don't know anything about that one. I can look at it though. I know zero about that one. All right, let's continue. Filecoin, same thing. Like, the inflation is not Gucci. Like, if you were to measure Filecoin on market cap, it should be way higher than it is. So that's why I think it's only going to retrace. Automatic rally, $15 for Filecoin. Retracement is $78. Maximum retracement is $140. That's where I think it's going to go. I don't think it's going to go parabolic because of the inflation. If it wants to prove me wrong and go berserk, 7-Eleven, but I would give that a 1% chance. Says, how do you base your portfolio long and medium term? I've gathered a spread of load. So it's a mix between like where I think that they're going to play in the world stage. Most of my portfolio is like, who do I personally believe is here to stay? Who are the Amazons, Googles, and PayPals of the .com during this crypto run? That's what I'm looking for. And to do that, you need to, in my opinion, you need to look at who are they partnered with, like who has a vested interest in their success. Who are the CEOs, CFOs in charge of the project? Like, you got to bet on the horse, not the jockey, or bet on the jockey, not the horse. You know what I'm saying? So that's a lot of my thesis. Is like, where do I think that they're going to have a part on the world stage in a decade from now? Like, if I analyze a project, do I'm like, is this going to be here a decade from now? If the answer is no, like, it's not a part of my. That's right. They have a massive amounts of connections. There's 22,000 different cryptocurrencies. A lot of them could have connection to the world stage, but the question is, which one will? And for my personal investment thesis, it's not as much about making. It is about making money, but it's not just upside potential, but also downside risk. So for me, I want the ones that have the most upside risk with the least amount of downside risk. So like this whole like, oh, you gotta risk it for the biscuit. The higher risk, the higher reward. Like bullshit. What you want is low risk and high reward. That's what you want. Yeah, no, I'm 100% banking on Ripple as well, because they're the biggest part of my portfolio. All right, let's continue. Only ever use light leverage. That's right. Leverage, liquor, and ladies. Too much of any will tip any good man. BTT. Just hanging out at the automatic rally. Retracement is... oh, shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 2, 8. Parabolic level is 50568. AGIX. XDC is a beast. Yeah, no, XDC I think is here to stay too. Thoughts on AMP? I don't have any thoughts on AMP, but we can look at the chart. Yeah, the biggest piece of advice I could give you guys too, like, you don't join any cults. Okay? Because now, like, if you join a cult, if you become like an XRP army, or a Hexagon, or an H barbarian, or a lunatic, like, then you start putting reasoning out of it, and you're just like looking to your leader to give you guidance, and that's not what you want to do. Like, avoid joining any cults. You don't want to be a part of any movements. Like, that's not what we're not here to be, like, or at least me. Like, I'm not here to be a social warrior. I'm here to have financial freedom. Any new miner coins to get in on looking for the next Caspa? I'm betting on Ergo. It's not new. XRP, my price target's $5 to $14 for a parabolic. XLM, I think, is $3. Alright, let's continue. Bone. Nice hat, brother. You know, we got the Browns. The Browns being the Browns today. Football is back. You love to see it. Bone. The Bone is already so Bone hasn't had a proper bull run at the retracement here. If we're going to get rejected, like, this is where it's going to happen. If you were accumulating down here, a nice place to take a little bit of profit, up 1.4x. My rule is always, if you double your money, take 5%. Like, if you do that, like, there you go. You want to eventually get all of your initial out, so you're playing with house money. Again, no risk. If let's say I 10x, let's say I invest $100 into a coin. And it 10x's. Now my $100 is worth $1,000. The easy thing to do is just take my $100 out of the equation and maybe a little bit of profit. So maybe take $200 off the table. Now I am for sure in the green. I have made money for sure. Guaranteed realized profit. Now that 800, if it wants to go to the moon, let it ride. This is risk free. NT says, I like that you actually interact. I'll stick around for your channel, I think. I appreciate that. Make sure you subscribe on YouTube as well. Algo. We did Algo already. Somebody help him out with my numbers. I don't remember what it was. Parabolic level for bone, though, is $5.26. Alright, let's continue. Caspa AGIX AIRI AMP. Yeah, like $3.11 is the max for XLM. Yeah, Caspa's going parabolic here. This is now a breakout. So the next level is going to be at 6 cents. And then beyond that, it could go as high as 11 cents. And then you would have to pull another fib to see where we're going to go. Because it's probably going to get rejected at some point. It's not just going to go straight up. Even if it goes like, let's say it goes to, you know, $1.28. It's not just going to go like, you know, boom, $1.28, Lambo Wick. Hell yeah, brother. That's not how it's going to go. It's going to go like this. Like, that's what it's going to look like. I'm not saying it's going to go there, but I measure stuff off fibs. The highest parabolic in the medium term, you're looking at 11 cents. It's parabolic right now. So, like, it's probably going to go to the 6 cent range. Thank you for the fire, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
Big D, what do you think about IMX? I don't, but we can look at the charts. You actually said that earlier, and I missed it. It's true. And I've said all along, he says that just means we can make a lot of profit shorting and longing on Caspa. It's true. The thing that I've said all along about Caspa or about crypto in general is the biggest whales in the market that nobody talks about are the miners. Miners are the biggest whales of the market. And there's a huge gap in the market because Ethereum is gone for miners. All that hash power has to go somewhere, which hash power equals liquidity, equals market cap. It's going to go somewhere. They are going to hodl. There will be a winner, if not a few. Somebody's going to win that war. I don't know who it's going to be. I'm betting on Ergo personally. But it could definitely be Caspa. Somebody's going to win. They have always been the biggest whales in the market, and they will likely always be the biggest whales in the market. Cali XT says, thanks for your thoughts on taking profit. I always debate what a good strategy is for me. The most important thing is to have a plan. Just have a plan. It's and never, like, if you are in the green, it doesn't matter if you miss, whatever. Because the fact is you had realized gains. Like, let's say, let me give you a scenario. It's for Bitcoin. Because here's the reality of the thing. Outside of me, I don't know a single creator that was like, 15K, this is the bottom. Everybody and their mother was saying 12, 10K. Personally, I could be, they might exist, but I'm unaware of any other creators that was firmly stamping that 15K was the bottom. I bet my mustache on it. Okay? And just as scary as buying this dip down here was, is just as greedy as selling up here was. So it's why it's important to have a plan in place and take action based on that plan. Because just like it was scary to buy down here, when it starts getting up here, you're going to be like, I don't know, maybe it goes higher. It's better to be a day early and $1 short when taking profit rather than wait for the day that never comes. Because here's the thing about it. Let's say we have X coin over here. Let's make this nice and we'll make it white. We have X coin. Whoops. And let's say Skis bet that it's going to go to $100. And Joe says that X coin is going to go to $1,000. Right? And let's say X coin, it goes parabolic. It's at, let's say it's at $10 now. Current price, $10. Right? It's $10 right now. X coin goes from $10 and it goes all the way up to, $900. I exited all the way. I had a 10x. But Joe is like, no, it's at 900. It's going to go to 1,000. I am certain of it. It's going up. It already went past $100. I took my profit. I'm all the way out. And then Joe's like, no, I'm certain it's going to go to 1,000. And he doesn't take any profit. And then it crashes. Who was more right? Joe was more right. But who made more money? Ski made more money. So is it better to be right or profitable? You don't have to be both is the thing about it. Thank you for the rose, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
So, in closing of my rant, the important thing is to have a plan and stick to it. Have a plan and stick to it. You need to formulate what your exit plan is going to be while things are not crazy and emotional. Write it down, stick to it. I recommend holding 20% of your long-term bag forever. If you're wrong about where you think it's going to go, hey, you got a moon bag. Let it ride. Be wrong and rich, but take profit. Always, 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 DCA, always, always, always take profit. IMX is on the list. I got you, my friend. All right. Rant is complete. He says, I think macroeconomics will eventually be the main driver for the bull market. Like how effective. okay, the thing about macroeconomics is we've had 100 years of data. So if you go off of the stock market, we've had a lot of data. We've had many, many recessions. Every 7 years, there's a recession. But there's not a crash every 7 years. So there's been recessions where the stock market crashes, and there's been recessions where there's been recessions when it goes parabolic, because it's la la land. And it literally is about 50% of the time. So I actually don't think that macroeconomics, I think macroeconomics big picture long term is a driving factor, but as far as like in the current bull run or bear market, I don't think it matters as much as people think it does. It matters, but not the driving. It's not driving the bus. It's just on the bus. No more hope for $3. If it doubled, $1. Would you buy any Bitcoin at current level? Yes, I am buying Bitcoin at current level. Because I said this, like, let me look at IMX. My price target for Bitcoin in the bull run is 138. That is my medium parabolic, and my maximum parabolic is 207. Let's say it goes to 180,000. Is it going to matter if you bought Bitcoin at 29,000, 31,000, 27,000, 28,000, 32,000? No, it will not. It will not matter one bit. For me personally, in the medium term, anything under 29K is a great deal. IMX. All right, retracement for IMX is $2.12. Parabolic is $9.40. AGIX. Well, watermelon sugar, that's why I always tell you guys the retracement as well. Why I say, like, the retracement is this is the parabolic. Because one of those levels is going to get hit. 90% of coins will only retrace. So, a retracement is a good place to take profit. Hope is not a good investment strategy. We can hope for it, but just dollar cost average all the way. Factor in quant info. What do you mean? So for long-term asset selection, you typically consider the connection each company has, and do you factor in quant info? I don't know what you mean. Do I factor in quant info? AGIX retracement is 38 cents. Parabolic $1.20. The max is still $3. I would just say it's more likely that it's going to retrace rather than go parabolic. Quantitative information. Yeah, any information is like, it's just a tally, you know? The max is $3. I mean, you could lower it to $2 to the 2618 is $2. But I would just say it's more likely going to retrace rather than go parabolic. Pumping soon. AIRI. What's pumping soon? I can't do AIRI. Tech World. AMP. Rashad, thank you for the rose, you savage.
But the cream will rise to the top. Oh, yeah.
I factor in everything. So I look a mix between fundamentals on the company, the tokenomics on the company for sure. Like, for example, Filecoin has really good project, and it has like good development, and it has all the good things, but the tokenomics are poo-poo. Like, the tokenomics are not good. So, like, I factor in everything. I factor in the tokenomics, the charts, the company, the long-term connections. I even factor in, like, the symbolism of their logos. I swear to you, like, Kronos is connected. You know, they're a part of the group, so they have a better chance of succeeding. All right, automatic rally for AMP is 0.06. Retracement is 1.9 cents. Parabolic level for AMP is 9.3 cents. He says, love the hat, broski. We're talking about the Browns being the Browns. The Browns being the Browns. Richard says September usually a bad month for crypto, maybe a good time to buy. It's possible. I'm looking at October as being the sort of last buying opportunity before, outside of your normal DCA. I always recommend DCAing, but I think October is going to be a bloody month, or we're going to have some sort of event. We could have an event even on like 9/11 again, like that anniversary. Definitely September, October, November. There's usually events that happen like on the world stage. He says, apologies for the question. Just like to squeeze as much info as possible. No apology necessary. That's what I'm here for. I'm trying to deliver as much value as possible. All right, let's continue. Oh, that's all the coins. All right, cool. All right. Well, okay, watermelon sugar. Thank you for bringing up a good point. Listen, I am never, ever, 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 ever going to message you and ask you, how's your trading going? I'm not going to ask you for money. I'm grateful for any tips, but I will never ask you for money. If someone is doing that, it is not me. That is a scammer. Please report them. He says, am I the only one bobbing my head to the music? All right, guys. I'm going to hop off here, grab some breakfast, hit the gym. I'll be on here for market close. Make sure you like, subscribe. I'm at your boy Ski on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. That is my one and only account on all of those. Twitter, I am at Gayeski. I'm never going to message you and ask you, how the hell is your trading going? That's not me. If you want to learn how to trade, if you want access to my portfolio, if you want access to my buy, call, sell alerts, books that have helped me in the past, You can do that for the price of a cup of coffee. You can join my Patreon, or you can be a YouTube member, and you'll get access to all of that. Links are in my description below. Again, I will never message you and ask you how your trading is going. That is not me. Please report that account. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless. I'm out.
Damn, hustling, 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 hustling,
It's your
hustling,
boy
hustling,
Ski.
hustling, hustling, hustling.